Just yesterday, I launched a brand new lead magnet. In one day, I got over 1,000 emails. This system helped me generate over $500,000 online with just one lead magnet. And I documented everything: the launch, email sequence setup, landing page setup, how to create evergreen lead magnet that brings in leads and sales on autopilot. So let me show exactly how I'm doing it again in real time so you can just copy me. Now, the biggest mistake people make with lead magnets is that they create something that people don't want. Your free product should be like somebody else's paid product. If you can nail that down, you're gonna win. Don't be lazy with your free product. By having a good free product myself, I was able to make over $500,000 just because I had one good lead magnet. No kidding, guys. Back in 2023, 2024, I was running one lead magnet, which was like this free 7-lesson course, right? And because of that, I was able to sell my paid course 100 times easier. And that generated me over $500,000 just because I put effort into that lead magnet, into that free product. So now let me show you the new lead magnet I built, the new free product that I built, which is 50K Launchpad. So pretty much what is included in this lead magnet and how I have it structured, it's a 17-lesson course, right? Starts with a welcome video. It explains how to use it. It gives a ton of value, a ton of lessons. And by the end of this course, I go over and I say, look, if you enjoyed it, this is how you can upgrade to a paid version. The most important part is having like a product that people want and giving something so incredibly valuable that people feel like they owe you something, right? Reciprocity is king. All right, so once we understand that lead magnet is the most important thing, your offer is very important, but also what is inside that lead magnet is very important. Now, once you build it, you can create a landing page for it. So here's how you do it. All right, guys. So creating your landing page on Kit. By the way, I'm going to leave a free trial for Kit. You can try it out if you want down below this video. But pretty much, this is how many emails I got already, but it's been 10 minutes since I refreshed the page. So let me just refresh the page. Yeah, 381 emails in like 1 hour or something. So once you register on Kit, you just go to grow, you go to landing page and forms right here, and you're going to be able to click create new. Okay, create new landing page. Look for Stark, this one. This is the one I'm using. Okay, so you would click choose, right? And you would modify it yourself based on your product and everything else. But of course, I'm going to show you how I have it modified myself. So I'm just going to open up my form. So I only have one page. And what's going to happen is that a person comes in right here. He fills out his first name. He fills out an email. He clicks claim access. And he gets literally sent. Let me show you. And he literally gets sent to the free product page to get the free product right here instantly. But what is happening in the background, people don't really see. So first of all, you modify this page like you want, right? Depends on your product, your own headline, your own sub headline here. You just modify this button. You can also have it in the same colors as I do. And then you would write something here, right down below. Access the program instantly along with the powerful bonuses, whatever. Cover picture right here on the right-hand side. Okay, but then what's important is you click settings, and this is how I have it set up. So first, in general settings, instead of redirecting them to a success message, we redirect them to external page. Okay, now for the domain name, you will just enter something after the slash right here. So I'll have creatorworld.kit.com/50K. Okay, now incentive, very important. Once you go here, you would select send incentive email, and you would select auto confirm new subscribers, and you would add URL, this one. If you're sending people to like a video course, you would add it here, and then you would edit the email content right here. So this is the first email somebody receives right away when they sign up for your lead magnet. So once they click that button, claim access, they receive access to the course right away, but you also want to send them an email with an extra like access, right? Just reminding them. So this is how I have it structured. And by the way, you're going to find all of this in the launch right here. If you go to emails, you're going to find the welcome emails structure and everything else in this file. So this is how I have it structured. And the second part of this email is very important. So what I write down there is, I pretty much, you can stop and read, but I have this written down like this. So people give me a specific star on the email. So whenever I send them more emails in the future, they land in their primary inbox instead of going to spam or going to promotion folders. Okay. So I have this set up and I give them an incentive to do so because I'm going to be sending them like free gifts over the next days. And that's an incentive email. You want to have it set up 100%. So now once you have this lead magnet set up on Kit like that, with incentive email and a link to send people directly to your paid product, to your free product after that, you click publish and you have a link for it, okay? And that's it. All right, so once we have a product ready, we have a landing page built up. Now we want to set up a backend email automation. So when somebody joins your lead magnet, the email automation starts sending them value emails and later on pitching your paid product. Okay, so this is exactly how you set it up. Now it's time to set up a sequence on Kit. Okay, so if you go to resources and emails, you're going to find my entire sequence with exactly when the emails are sent and everything else. Okay, so if you just go here, I'm just going to show you that on Kit. But if you just go here, you're going to find welcome email. You're going to find the email sent after 2 days. Because this is how the email sequence goes for me. So first, let's do a brief overview on how it looks like. So on day 1, on day 0, immediately we send a welcome email, the incentive email I showed you. On day 2, we send a founder/origin story. We build connection by showing your journey, make it relatable and real, like honest backstory, past struggle, solution, light mindset, call to action. It totally depends on your niche. If you lost weight, share the story on how you used to be overweight, right? Whatever. And you're also going to see the email examples here, the ones that I'm using. So you can literally apply the same, you can just literally copy and paste those examples into ChatGPT and would say, look, this is my backstory. Can you rewrite this email in a similar style just for different topic? And ChatGPT literally going to spin out an email for you. Let's go to emails. And this is my second email, right? Founder/origin story email sent after 2 days later. I'm going to show you how to set up those sequences on Kit just in a moment. Okay. So let's just copy this entire thing and let's write this. Pretend that you are a copywriting pro and rewrite this email in a similar angle just for my story of losing weight. And you literally have to play around with it, but pretty much you see what it does, right? This is the second email sent on day 2. This is the third email, day 4. Fourth email, day 6. And on day 7, we start our promotion for our paid product, right? So on day 7, we do a soft offer introduction. I'm going to show you how that looks like. On day 8, you pretty much can find how that looks like here, how I introduce my offer. And again, you can do the same thing with ChatGPT, right? You can just copy the offer promotional emails and you would just first feed the data to ChatGPT about your product and your offer. And it would say, look, I like this promotional email. Please rewrite it for my offer, for my product. Okay. So on day 7, we send out the first promotional email. On day 8, we send out an urgency email, and that's a 12-hour countdown, okay? Not 24 hours. We give out a 24-hour countdown here. We give out 12-hour countdown here, and you're going to see that in emails. And we give a final 2-hour left countdown in the last email, and we wrap up the sequence. And in all of these 3 emails, we give an extra discount for the customer. You're going to see that again. If you click on emails, you scroll down, you're not only going to see welcome email, you're going to see all remaining emails. Okay. So let's go to Kit and let's see how that setup looks like. If we go to send and we go to sequences, you would want to create a new sequence. And I'm going to show you what's the most important thing is sequence settings you want to have in place. So you would go here. The first email is not here, right? The welcome email is not in this list, because the first welcome email, remember, is an incentive email we set up on the landing page, right? So that's already sent out. So the first email here in the sequence has to be sent out 2 days after the last email, right? So the last email was the welcome email, and this is going to be sent out 2 days after the last email. The second email, 2 days after, because this one is going to be sent out 2 days after this email, right? If we have the list order like this, they're going to be sending out emails accordingly. So this one, not after 4 days, but after 2 days. This is going to be sent out 4 days after they enrolled in this sequence, right? But this is going to be sent out 2 days after they receive this email, right? I hope this makes sense. The same thing with third email, 2 days after, right? Because you want to send this out after they receive this email, 2 days after, right? Now the selling begins, and since this is on the 7th day, we want to send out 1 day after this email, right? Then the next email goes out 12 hours after this email, since there's only 12 hours for them to claim a discount. And then the last one on the list goes out 10 hours after, because there's only 2 hours left. So if you're confused, just follow this setup and you're going to be fine, right? If you want to play around with it, I hope you understand how this works, right? But now there are some important settings we have to set up here in settings right here. So what you want to do is first you want to create a tag that you're going to give to people that join your lead magnet. And to create a tag, you go to subscribers, you scroll down a little bit and you press create a tag on the right-hand side. I don't want to show you that because I'm going to expose emails of my subscribers for now, and I don't want to do that. But it's very simple. You just click here, go to subscribers, you scroll down, and it's literally going to be here on the right-hand side. And you click create a tag. And then you create a tag. For example, if for me, it's 50K Launchpad because it's a lead magnet name. So what you want to do, first of all, you would go here, you would select a time when an emails in your sequence are being sent. Okay. I'm in Lithuania, Vilnius. So emails are sent at 3 p.m. my time. So that's just completely, it's not that important. Just select a time and that's it. Now, what's important, you also want to create a separate tag, right, for your paid customers, for people that joined your paid product. So you kind of like, because you don't want to keep sending email sequences or kind of like your promotional emails to people that already have your paid product, right? So you would create a separate tag for them. So you would know that these people are paid customers. And what you want to do is you want to go here and select exclude these subscribers. So you would exclude people that are paid customers. So just the way I did it here, right? You see customer, right? I'm just going to exclude them. Okay. So so if they are in the sequence and they buy, bye-bye, right? They're no longer going to receive emails from me in the sequence. Okay. That's one thing. Another thing, you want to select this. Should subscribers be able to restart the sequence multiple times? No, only allow subscribers to receive emails once. And lastly, should subscribers added via visual automation stay in the sequence? No, subscribers added via visual automation should exit the sequence after receiving the last published email. You want to select this as well, but make sure you have your email sequence set up. First things first, after you created a landing page. Okay, so you create a landing page on Kit, and then the second part is you create the sequence. Obviously, the middle part is you create a tags and you add them here just the way I showed you. And once you have a landing page, once you have a sequence, the last connecting thing you need to do, it's like in Minecraft, right? You just build out, I don't know how I'm going with this, right? But the last thing you want to do to make this whole thing work, you would go to automate, you would go to visual automations, you would click new automation, right? You would click new automation, and you would create a new automation from scratch or something like that, empty automation, right? And you would create something that looks like this. So you would add a step, joins a form, right? Joins a form. And here you select what form they're joining. So your form is going to have a name, right? Landing pages and forms. So your landing page name. Then you would add plus and you give them a tag. Action, add subscriber to a tag, right? You give them a tag, just the way I did here. And once that happens, you want to add another plus and you would add another action, add subscriber to a sequence. And then you add the subscriber to an email sequence. And that once that's set up, all you need to do is just send traffic to the landing page, and everything is gonna like chang, and just send those emails, and people are gonna be happy. All right, so once we have everything ready, we can start marketing the product, right? We can start marketing the lead magnet and driving traffic to that lead magnet. So the best way to do it is through Instagram ManyChat automations. I'm gonna show you how to set up ManyChat automations and how I have set it up myself in this quick tutorial of ManyChat. Okay guys, so now we can cross off the setting up email sequence. We have that set up. My advice for you guys is first create an idea for your lead magnet, right? Create entire lead magnet. Take your time, right? Once you have that set up, take your time to write down an email sequence. Use my emails as an example. Use my email sequence strategy as an example for writing that out. But take your time on this, right? Especially for offer, what you're giving away, so you can give away a lot of value, and what is inside. Because once people get inside, you want them to be delighted and be like, wow, this guy literally just gave this away for free. I owe him money. And guess how much easier for you it's going to be to sell them something down the line. It's going to be much more easier to sell, and it's a completely fair game. The number one reason beginners and people not make money is they lack leads. They need volume. They need volume, and they need just momentum of people knowing that there exists, knowing what they do. And the number one mistake these people make is they create these snarky lead magnets that provide no real value, like templates, presets. You know, I'm guilty of this myself. I used to kind of like build these things in a day and just throw it out, and got some emails, but nothing crazy came out of it. I'm telling you, one lead magnet that I created July 2023, I ran this lead magnet till July 2024, maybe even more. And this lead magnet is responsible for making over $500,000 online. Okay, so take your time of building it. It's important. Now, once we have this whole thing up, it's time to put out your promotion. So first things first, we want to set up ManyChat because we don't want to manually send out invites to people, right? So to set out ManyChat, it's pretty simple. You register on ManyChat. You can also use the link down below this video and join ManyChat for free. And you would go to automations, you would click new automation right here, and it will set up something that looks like this. So this is how my automation for this specific lead magnet looks like. So I have a rule set out. So when somebody leaves a comment on my post or reel, or when somebody messages me specific keyword, they receive this. And I've tried having these long messages of saying, explaining, you know, you click here, you do this. And usually these got lower click-through rates of people going to the landing page. So you want to make this super short. You know, they wrote, you know, wanting your free course, you would write down, hey, this is your free course. That's it. And this is how I have it set up, right? So when somebody comments under my post course, a keyword course, they receive this message. When somebody sends me a message course, they receive this message. Okay, that's it. And the message goes like this, and then I would have a button which says get access, and it literally links people to the course. You would set these things up, you click publish, boom. When somebody messages you the keyword, they receive this message which links people directly to that lead magnet we created together with you on Kit. Let me just show you. So we go here, this, and that's it. You would put out one story per week with a new angle. That's why you also want to create a course that has more lessons, so you can constantly freshen up your angle, so you can send new people to that landing page until you dry out your audience, right? And you also want to be putting out content that also grows your page and directs traffic to that lead magnet. And more about that in the creator world. You can learn about that inside the program. If you go to Instagram OS module, if you go to newsletter OS module, you're going to find more lessons about all kinds of different ways to grow your audience and drive traffic to your lead magnets. All right, we have ManyChat set up. We have everything ready. Now the fun part begins, right? All you need to do is just drive traffic 24/7 to that lead magnet and generate sales on autopilot, as long as you have done everything correctly. So I'm going to share with you my templates that I use to kind of like promote my lead magnet, especially the ones that I use to promote my lead magnet during this launch. And you can pretty much implement similar templates for your own business, for your own niche, whatever. So let's dive into that. Okay, guys, congratulations. You have everything ready to launch your lead magnet. Right now, your job is to market and create content and push traffic to that lead magnet. So we can cross off the ManyChat, and now let's now for promotional CTAs, you're gonna be able to find a lot of those inside the Creator World 3.0. I give out like templates you can use for these, for Reels, for carousels, and for stories. But for this specific one, I used this story on my personal page. And I use this story on my second page, on business page, okay? This story ran up like crazy, okay? This story I just put it out and it's running up also very well. So my two favorite formats is notes format, and you can create this. If you have an iPhone, you can literally just write this thing out in your notes, take a screenshot and put it out on the story. And this is another format. Again, feel free to use them yourself for your own niche, and you can just explore the course, explore Creator World, and you're going to be able to find more formats like this. And for a post, I actually went with a carousel post, and it's very simple. It's only 3 slides. So what I did is I literally taken my most performing posts from the past, like a hook, right? If I had to start my Instagram from scratch, here's what I would do. The second slide is pretty much just providing value for the next 30 days, you know, what I would do for the next 30 days right here. And the last goes straight into the like CTA to leave a comment. And that's it. And you can find these here. But again, explore Creator World 3.0, go to Newsletter OS, go to Monetization OS modules, and you're going to find more templates. Not only for carousels, but also for Reels. So we have that set up. The easiest part, just marketing is the easiest and the most fun part, right? Setting this whole thing up is kind of like painful, I would say, right? Especially for us creators. But understand that majority of the time, the more painful something is to do, the more you need to do it, okay? The more painful it is for you to create that lead magnet, you know, the more difficult it is, the more time you have to put in, the more attention to detail you have to throw in, you know that is going to be better to put in that time, because it's going to pay off much more than putting out like wacky, just fast-made stuff, right? So put in that time in here, and then eventually, finally, you can launch it. And to be honest, if you kind of like take this seriously and, you know, dial in, you can get your lead magnet out, very good lead magnet out within the next week or 2 weeks or so. And yeah, the lastly is launch it. And I hope you understand now the importance of having a good lead magnet. That was my main lesson with this, because this is the main foundation. Take your time in building it. And again, if you need anything else, if you need any help with this, let me know inside the community. This whole document is available for you down below this video, down below the welcome video and other videos. Just click on the link and you'll be able to open this and have it as your own checklist when building your own lead magnet. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you inside our community.